Hey,
Beautiful.
I'm gonna have to drop one more verse.
Yeah, fire off. Let me hear something, heck. Let me hear something.
I'm about to write a verse.
He's gonna write one first.
I gotta write. Yeah. I'm
Fair
not
enough,
a freestyler.
Don't rush his creative process,
I'm sorry.
Roman.
You're right. I shouldn't rush this creative process.
I like if we can start the podcast by saying the best words. Woody's right.
Yeah, what is right?
It's like music
Welcome to the
ears.
SVW Podcast. My name is Roman. I'm here, as always, with Heck,
Yeah.
Woody,
Yes, sir.
and Gunky.
What's going on?
Gunky and a chunky.
Gunky in the Trunky. We have a huge episode for you guys today.
Gunky got a donkey.
First up, we're going to talk Saturday night main event. What'd you guys think?
That was a good show, man.
It was. I
It
thought
was
awesome.
definitely on TV.
I love the after show moments we'll get into.
It was definitely it was on a Saturday. I could speak for that for sure.
It was at night.
Yeah.
There was a main event.
It
And
sure
talk
was.
about
Jesse
that.
Ventura
Jesse
and his
Ventura.
18 feathered boas were on
Wow.
there.
I do fuss with Jesse though. It was,
Yeah,
it was
he's
fun.
incredible. He killed it.
And Damien
Yeah.
on it around his neck.
Yeah. He skinned Damien for his jacket.
It flew right over both Michael Cole and fucking Pat McAfee's head.
That's hilarious. Next up, we're going to talk Trouble in Impact Wrestling.
Ooh, the impact of Impact.
Yeah, for real.
Things are getting a little rough over there.
Yeah, not looking good, but we'll get into that.
Curious
in a
how
little
that
bit.
works with the WWE kind of partnership stuff. Might
Yeah.
benefit them.
And maybe they're just gonna have to absorb them. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
True. You know, we've seen that before. For sure. After that, CM Punk versus Seth announced on Netflix. First episode of Raw.
Amongst some other things.
Amongst several
Well,
other
there's
matches.
couple announced matches, couple rumored things that's gonna happen. Either way, we know it's gonna be a
Gotta be
blockbuster
maybe,
situation.
Yeah, they're really.
A couple
I-
returns.
They're definitely
It's-
treating this like a pay-per-view.
It's
like
got to be
WrestleMania.
a freaking like,
Star-studded.
Yeah, it
event.
has to be a
course.
thing,
Obviously, when you think about the timing of their last PLE and the next one not being until February, you kind of do need something big in January to promote.
January
So.
Yeah, you're really
6th.
Yeah, big J6ers over there.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Apparently,
yeah.
they're filming. Like, so I heard SmackDown on the 3rd is going to be on YouTube
Whoa.
because of the
The
kind of lapse
switch
in
over,
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be able to see it live on YouTube.
Have we thought about
Wow.
storming the studio on January 6th to kind of get in there?
Man.
I don't hate that idea. Woody,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. And then finally, we've got the Suplexies, which is our own awards. We're gonna break down the categories here. You guys are all gonna be able to vote for those, and that's really exciting. And this is the first year we've done that.
It's like Cyber Sunday. Fans get to vote
Exactly.
for the winners here.
Yeah, hopefully it has a little longer run than.
Every day we'll
Let's
throw
hope
up a
Let's hope
new.
it has a longer run than the
Yeah,
next
Cyber
one.
Sunday
Every day we'll
comes.
throw up, for you
Yeah.
guys to vote.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll go over those categories and stay tuned for that on our stories coming up in the next couple days.
In the
Yeah.
first inaugural Suplexies.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. We have to, have a little fanfare, something a little extra special.
I just want the music to get played off over and over again when we're talking about stuff next week.
Yeah, we'll have
Yeah,
it playing
yeah.
in the background.
No, I
Just
love it.
slowly getting louder and louder as I talk.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. And then, of course, before we leave, we got some quick hits. Obviously, we're gonna talk about my favorite, the Costco guys, Big AJ, War Raiders, Logan
He
Paul.
forces us to talk about this every week. We
don't
we
force
don't
it.
want to
Yes,
do
he
it.
does.
Like, this is I was giving you guys a little glimpse behind the curtain here. In the pre-meeting, we talk about all the stuff we're going to talk about. We discuss it. We set it in stone, and then Roman just types in some Costco shit he has, and he's like, "I don't care. We have to."
Bro,
He doesn't.
It's big news. What happened? So
It's
we're-
big news in
Big
Roman's
AJ.
life.
It's Big AJ.
Bro,
Big
it's
news.
big. Okay, I don't understand how you guys don't see the
Hey, I'm
amount
with
of
you.
validity as I do. But
Big
No.
Daddy
That's
Mark was
fine.
at Saturday night's main event.
well,
You want to talk about big news, man?
We'll get
Big
into
Daddy
it.
Mark, Saturday
We'll-
night's main event.
We'll get
I
into
want
it.
to see him team up with Dave Blunt and get some like a new
Oh,
natural disasters.
That's the
Yo,
tag
that's
team
tons
of,
of
the
fun.
year. King Mabel and Viscera. Let's go.
Same person.
Yeah, I that's the joke.
But
buddy.
before we get into everything, December 21st.
Yes.
Tomorrow. Right? Am I correct in saying this?
No, this
When
this
is
is
this
coming.
drop?
This comes out Saturday.
No,
Well,
this
this-
comes out Thursday.
Yeah, we're coming
So
out Thursday.
Saturday.
days.
Yeah.
2
In
days.
2 days.
You don't even know what day it is?
Yeah.
This is wild, heck.
In 2 days.
Sandman. We're dropping those crazy AOP shirts all over print.
the shirt's
Sandman
insane.
even was in here. He was like, yo, I've had other wrestlers, like my homies, like hit me up and just be like, yo, that's a fire shirt you got.
Now imagine everything he said through like the voice of a frog. Yo, he's
like,
all these other guys are and they said this shirt is sick.
The shirt is incredible. So.
But yes, you will have an opportunity to hang out with Sandman, cop the shirt, get some other goodies,
Drink some beer.
drink some beer.
Listen,
a little meet and greet,
there'll be
a little
some gimmicks.
Q&A.
there's going to be a Q&A. There's going to be a meet and greet. There's going to be a party. There's going to be food. There's going to be drinks.
Yeah, it's kind of our holiday party too. We're kind of like mashing it up. So
Yeah.
come celebrate. You know what I mean? The holiday cheer. Spread some holiday joy with
Some
the Suplex
stuff-
guys.
Hardcore.
Yeah,
Hardcore holiday party.
Some stuff
Hardcore
will be
holidays.
free. Some stuff will be for a nominal fee. You know, just come through, bring some money, get an amazing shirt.
Bring
have
me
some time with-
gifts.
Well, don't do
I
that.
love
Don't
gifts.
do that. Yeah, that is going to be awesome. So Saturday, 2 days. Make sure you're here.
Be there or be
Don't miss it.
square.
Yeah, be there or be square.
If you're not there, you're not hardcore.
That's what he said. He said that himself, so don't defy him.
Mhm.
But let's get into it, guys. Saturday night's main event. What did you guys think? Off the bat, first reactions.
It was very good.
Mid.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. Oh my God! Remember that crazy thing we talked about might happen and none of it happened, and it was just like the most base level. It was just like a really cool Raw.
I thought you were gonna. All right. So at
It
the
was
very
like high
least,
mid to me.
at the very
Right.
least, I thought all of us were gonna be hype about that women's United States because we were like, well, this is what we
I
want,
called it.
but this is what's gonna happen, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
what we wanted happened and what we expected didn't happen. So
we can go back about a month and a half when they first announced it, and I know for a fact I called
Chelsea
Chelsea
Green was my
Green is
pick.
the thing. So it's good. Someone's doing the right thing is right.
They're
And
listening.
that was probably the best thing that happened, except for the fact that we had to watch her wrestle Mi Chin.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey.
why are you going to burn her?
Listen,
Hey.
Mi Chin she pissed me off when she won against Tiffany Stratton the other day on a botch. Like, she didn't roll out of the way. She missed her cue, and then literally
do
went
have to
from
give you
that.
that.
We
Adam-
went from that into a victory. Like, no, if you botch something that bad, you need to roll with
Hey,
it.
Mi
Take another
Chin
30
is just
seconds.
That good, solid. Yeah, I mean, like in there, like she can make people look good. So I mean, if we're just gonna
Unless she
tear
botches.
apart botches, I mean, like
That's
people
how-
still love LA Knight, and he can't jump on the ropes without fucking slipping.
We talked.
Like,
we need to stop that.
Damien
stop that
keeps
move.
getting tangled up in the ropes. You know what I mean? Like
Well,
shit happens.
all I know
said
that
we talked
if Jay was here, he'd go, I hate the word botch.
Yeah, I was gonna say that if Jay was here, he'd be going after Woody for saying
It's like
botch.
jazz, bro, you know? But, yes, I mean, you are correct. I saw that coming from
It was
a
cool
mile
though.
away.
Like her gear was hilarious. Like the little meme faces of herself all over. The
Yeah.
Zack Ryder kind of like homage with like the one leg.
Yeah.
I wish she would hit the woo 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 occasionally. Though.
Oh,
Yeah, how
that
she
would've
did
been
hit the
awesome.
unprettier was kind of cool though.
It was a sick fucking move.
I was like, oh,
yes.
that was cool. Like, yeah, like
Off the top rope.
kind of like, yeah. Because I always feel like it's an awkward kind of like, even like Christian used to do it, like to get into it. Like,
Half the
they gotta
time.
have their like head tucked. If not, it's like
Oh, trust me. Whenever I'm playing with my figures, it's the hardest move to pull off. It's like, how the fuck do they fucking
twist
God
into
damn it!
it.
I'm like
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
with them. I'm like, fuck it. I just fucking throw. I don't play with Christian. Christian's at the bottom of the fucking
But
bucket.
we knew that Piper Niven Dewdrop was gonna, you know what I mean,
Yeah, of
play a
course.
part in that.
I hate this kid.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of, you know, like that botches and all, the biggest thing that threw me was the ref counting from outside in that Cody KO
Oh, I
match.
hated that so much.
Oh my god. Yo, okay.
I was like, what? Does that count?
Also, like Cody ditches
not-
the chair. He
Yo,
ditched it
right next to the
over,
ref.
like right past the ref,
Woody,
and then he stands up and just like kind of
Woody-
like, I guess I'm here.
I completely agree with you saying mid. If you were only talking about Saturday night's main event, the main event was such a lack. Like I mean, obviously they're both good workers, but it was just like it did nothing.
The match started great. Actually, I liked the Kevin Owens hitting the Randy Orton's backdrop on the drop on the
Yeah.
on the announce table,
Yeah.
and then like looking at the camera, and being like, "Hi,
Hey,
Randy."
Cody. Yeah, hey,
Yeah,
Randy.
because Randy's in the
But
hospital
then
right
Cody
now,
hit the RKO.
Yeah.
which was weird because he
On
does
the
The
announce
table,
does the
that's
Cody-
a strong table.
also
Yeah.
he does a Cody cutter.
Yeah, which
it
is
was
like
So you can't
almost
hit
an
an
he did the
RKO.
Cody cutter literally right after he got
Yeah,
back in the
it's-
ring and hit the Cody cutter.
It's weird, and he does this, and Kevin Owens does the cutter,
stunner,
you know, the
yeah.
stunner.
Yeah.
So it's like the RKO really shouldn't be. You don't add a third cutter to a match that already is going to be guaranteed 2 cutters.
All they needed was a diamond
Well,
cutter.
I mean, honestly,
one.
you know the Crossroads is a cutter variation. You know that is legitimately like that's kind of what.
I feel like it's like a DDT variation as well. It
Yeah.
all depends on how someone takes it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
If you're Carmelo Hayes, it's a spike DDT.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
Nothing top the DDP Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, power bomb into a diamond cutter is one of the greatest fucking moves of all time. But yeah, I mean, it's basically it's like a Scorpion Death Drop situation, but mixed with a cartwheel.
Yeah,
a cartwheel.
Mixed with a cartwheel.
It's some reels. It's got, I don't care how many times you do it. It's got fucking Stardust vibes all over it. Every time I see it,
it's
that's Starwell. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Cartwheels were Stardust's thing.
As Josh would say, it looks like they're rolling around and playing on the floor.
Wait, wasn't it originally Goldust's move? Didn't Goldust start using the Crossroads? I mean, I know he had the the curtain call, which is like kind of it's the same positioning, but he like picks him up and almost does like a
brain buster,
like Edge's like execution, like
Yes.
Edge's execution, but just like inverted. You know what I mean? So
I prefer Shattered Dreams when it comes to Goldust finishers.
and then what is that? I forget.
When he
That's when he puts you
puts
on
you with
in
your
the
legs
corner,
and then kicks you in the nuts.
yeah,
Shattered
so the most
dreams.
illegal move ever that somehow we were just like,
That-
well, that's okay.
Yeah, right.
It's just if you do a full running start before they kick in the nuts, it's fine.
Yeah.
But like a low blows too.
I always wonder guys with little junks, they're safe because you kind of kicks you the thigh area. So they're but if anybody's packing, they're yo, you know how it is as a guy. You know what I mean? You just get that tip plucked, man, your stomach hurts.
Well, no, they always
that tip plucked.
they turned on the AC for his matches, so the ring was cold.
Taking the Indian out of Audi.
Yeah, let's just say he wasn't wrestling too cold too many times. You know what I'm saying?
Too cold would not take that spot.
No,
That's
too
going to be a no
cold.
for him, brother.
Too cold's not
Yep,
taking that
Triple
spot.
H came out and started
Fighting Kevin Owens.
fighting Kevin Owens. I mean, Kevin Owens did
Hit him with a
hit that small
package power
yeah.
driver.
And then when
Oh,
he was
packet-
on the
To Cody.
Was anyone else
Speaking of
excited
small
for that
packages.
yeah, I mean,
No, that was sick. Supposedly he got you deserve it at the end.
but everybody's
Cody.
saying oh, Cody cheated to win.
though? He did
Right.
because he used the
Took
chair.
advantage of the chair.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, but it was just an opportunity. You know, I always wondered faces bro, you could have got away with that shit. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Do what you got to do to win. But I know
You're
it's
not a
heel
face.
thing. Right, yeah.
That's the whole point of being
you
a
know,
face.
That's the thing.
You're above it. You should have kicked the chair out of the way. Nah, man. Use
Well,
that chair.
it all depends.
Give
on
me
your,
Homelander, Cody.
It all depends on your character, and Cody's never been a like a Stone Cold's a face, but if Stone Cold used the chair, would anybody be like, oh, that's not no, because Stone Cold's a whoop ass, he's gonna try to hurt you no matter what.
Well,
Yeah.
we started.
Cody's just I'm American. You know
no,
what
we
I mean?
started we started the descent into heel Cody at
Okay.
WrestleMania 40
Yeah.
because he had 3-4 other people come in and help him win the championship.
Yeah.
That right there is something that tells you, okay, he's no longer the purest white meat baby face.
Well, I mean, I think it's different when you're facing the bloodline. Let me interject.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's once your friends get in the ring and hit Roman with a move.
But I think
Then
that was
then
the
it's
whole
over.
point. Is it wasn't his friends. It was just people that were so sick of this bloodline regime. You know what I mean?
Are
They
you-
just
Yeah.
came out and
Are you
ended it.
standing for Cody right now? Is
I
this
hate
what's going
Cody,
on?
dude.
Okay, then what are you doing?
Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin.
There you go.
Kevin.
You're so confused on your own politics. You're arguing against yourself here.
Yeah.
So,
know.
is Triple H going to have a match against KO?
I fucking hope not.
Bro, there's no way, but
I don't want to see Triple H die.
Bro,
Ah,
he
you're
gave
right,
him a
yeah.
Kevin Owens pushed him in the chest. I'm like, yo, that dude has a defibrillator. You
I was
got
yo, that's your balls. This is some real Stone Cold Vince McMahon shit.
I'm
going
Not
on.
the
like-
chest. Not the
Bro, he
chest.
pushed him right in the chest. I'm like, whoa.
That's what I felt like. Some Stone Cold Vince McMahon
yo, what
shit.
if they, you know what they say,
stunner.
if it's not broke, don't fix it. What if they just run that whole gimmick again? Plus, KO already does the stunner.
He's a McMahon
Telling you,
Helmsley.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
There's
Yo.
also the other chance that it's running back. They're the same storyline that they did with Kevin Owens and Triple H years ago
Yeah,
with
true.
Seth.
True.
When they were going with Seth, and then
Some people were
Triple
saying
H
that.
comes out, hits Seth with the pedigree,
Yeah.
and tells KO
So he
pin
comes
him.
out, hits. Yeah.
And that's how they got the belt off of Seth when he was kind of
so
with
Triple
the
H
authority,
turns on
but out of
Cody
control.
And gives KO the Winged Eagle.
Now they're just talking about using the Winged Eagle more than
That's
one
what
night
I've
only.
heard. I've heard that he's going to start defending it on house shows, which is incredible.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, KO.
That's what I heard. That's incredible. But I saw people
It's a hell of a prop.
copying CM Punk on Twitter, and I was like, oh god.
Well, don't even bring up CM Punk.
I loved when he was standing on top. He was on the gurney or the board.
Yeah,
and
he's-
KO's just standing on top of
He
him.
used him as a step stool to help show people the belt higher, which is just everything that happened. The best thing that happened on Saturday Night Main Event was after it went off air.
Yeah, happened when it turned off.
Yeah.
Every single bit of that was fucking amazing. The
So-
package pile driver is one of the best moves ever.
Yeah, I used to love when KO would do it, but throw them into the turnbuckle.
That's the Steenalizer. I was just gonna say,
That's
if
what
they
it was, the
if
Steenalizer?
he wants to really piss off Triple H,
Oh, yeah,
start using
yeah.
the Steenalizer again, and we'll see some actual bodies hit the floor.
Right.
Let the bodies hit the let the bodies hit the floor.
If you want to see, I would just go back and watch Kevin Steen versus El Generico in their ladder match.
Oh my
Classic
god!
match.
and watch the package pile driver
Off
through
the ladder, through the ladder.
They were standing on a ladder between two ladders with
Yeah.
another ladder underneath. It was fucking out of control.
insane.
That match is amazing.
Apparently, Cody has been diagnosed with axial compression of the cervical spine, as well as a cervical strain with spasm.
that's a hurdy back. That's what that's called.
For the layman, that's a hurdy back. according to
He
Woody.
is. They said some big words to try to be like to give him a month off.
Yeah.
He's not hurt.
Until which is everybody's getting time off for the holidays. So,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
I mean, you know,
Netflix.
yeah, give him a
We'll get
couple
into
extra
that.
weeks.
Yeah, did you see like the New Day was talking shit about it though? He was like, "Yo, Cody was talking trash about the New Day. Now look at that. Now he hurt his cervical."
Yeah.
It was like Kofi. I'm like, yo, it's
Yeah.
so funny seeing Kofi like be a dick.
If you're mean to the New Day, they break your
Well,
neck.
it's
you
just
know?
been a while since we've
what
seen
happens.
the New Day be dicks, so
Yeah,
it's kind
yeah.
of refreshing. You know, I like it.
I love the fact that WWE has a new like game plan they're gonna run with. Like, hey, let's give someone the championship. Let's have them not defend it. Let's take them off of TV for a long time, and let's have them hold it for over a year. Like, this is just what we do with championships now. We just keep them off of TV. That's great. Let's have Cody take another month off after he didn't, wrestle against on the last pay-per-view.
Yeah, it didn't really matter
Speaking
too
of
much.
championships, what about that
Jesus.
triple threat?
What about it?
It was pretty good.
It seemed to me like Damian Priest had no reason to be in that match except for the fact they thought that match was not going to be good enough without him.
That's what I heard. I heard that
Finn and Gunther wasn't enough
wasn't
star
like a
power.
believable, which is crazy because like Finn's a beast. Like he's just smaller.
Is that really what's going around?
That's what they're going
the
around.
rumors online.
That Finn taking on Gunther and having a chance of winning was so not believable that they felt that Damian needed to be involved because of the size differential.
And also the fact they haven't played Finn as a strong character. They
Right.
haven't written that in.
No.
Finn hasn't dominated anyone in a one-on-one match.
I mean, but I think there's plenty of matches that we're like, oh yeah, he's not gonna win that, but we're like, oh yeah, that's gonna be a good match.
But
You
it's
know what I mean?
crazy because like
This is one
Damian
of those.
and Gunther, right, can go against each other. Finn can go against Damian, believable. But Finn can't go against Gunther. That's not believable.
Well, what
But Gunther and Damian are literally like the same size.
what would make sense to me is throwing him in there because why do you want two heels going at each other? So it's like if we're doing Saturday Night's main event, let's just throw a face in there just to make it. You know what I mean? Make
Yeah,
it
that's
because
good.
why?
Unless they're
'cause-
trying to continue to make Gunther more face.
But you know why the
That
fuck would they do that?
Continue.
You know what I mean? Why the fuck would they do that? There's
They
no
seem
reason.
they seem to be doing it lately.
So
it's weird. I don't.
this question you're having, the why they added him, why is he being more face sometimes,
why
why is he being
feels
this
mid.
is all the reason of just like why the fuck was that a match?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
this wasn't it's like it was a half thought theory that they like scrapped together at the last second. Like they weren't planning this for a year.
Yeah.
It just sometimes I feel like that just a lot of these pay-per-view matches are just
Apparently Finn was real
Not
pissed
it.
afterwards. He was like, "This wasn't supposed to happen. I was supposed to have 2 belts." And
now
then
he
lost
has
his-
none.
Yeah.
And now he has
he's,
none.
Well, yeah, I'm really ready for Gunther to just move on from anything Judgment Day related. I want him to just face fucking.
Yeah, I just want
There's so many people
right,
for him
right.
to go
I want
into
the
matches
the
with.
Balor and Priest like, let's just get the blow off and be done.
Well, they could do whatever they want. I just want them nowhere near the world heavyweight title picture
Well,
scene
I
for a while.
think we can get like a Gunther CM Punk storyline after
Beautiful.
Mania.
yeah.
I think they're like CM Punk's going to be taken up for
Yeah.
a while, but after Mania, that might be a fun one of just like okay, a guy that can't really wrestle anymore versus a guy that wrestles a slow, hard pace could actually work
yeah.
because
Right.
it's like who's that to keep up with?
You know what I want to
You know?
see? LA Knight Gunther. Like there's
Yeah.
there's some
See what you did there.
like, but you know what I mean. There's some faces that like I want to see Gunther like go against. Like I want to see what Cena's on his retirement tour. I'd love to see Cena Gunther.
Great one.
I'd love to see like we said, Punk, LA Knight. There's a lot of people, and I'm ready for Gunther to move on.
Just anyone that you want to see get just their shit slapped out of them. You know what I
have
mean?
have a bleeding chest at the end of the match.
I mean, how many people got a chance to win like against Gunther? Who else can?
Nobody.
Pull off, I mean, Sami Zayn did.
True.
That was an accident. It was bad. It was an off night. I think he had. I think
Because then he's got his ass whipped by Drew McIntyre to start the show.
I mean, dude, just the impact to your chest is like just.
the impact of it all.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of impact.
You know, you guys, just real quick, when you do a segue, you don't have to say "speaking of" to necessarily state the segue.
That's
Just
like
throwing it
cheap.
out
That's
there.
like cheap heat.
Yeah.
Bro, just let me.
It's like we're
do
here in
what I
beautiful
do.
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Oh wait, I mean Pittsburgh.
And you're listening to this podcast on beautiful whatever podcast station you're listening to.
Yeah.
In whatever beautiful
That's
city
what,
you're from.
Okay, you know what, Woody? You don't have to criticize my
I think
yeah.
they do.
segues.
No, I think they
Impact.
do.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
I've heard
It's gonna make you better.
It's trouble in paradise
apparently
over there.
Trouble in paradise, man, that is an understatement. Like
Kofi's
Trey
finisher?
Miguel, get over there to NXT. Like they're saying that it seems like ever since they got rid of Scott D'Amore, like the only positive business-wise thing, because they have some great talent over there, was like the partnership with WWE and being able to see like the crossover.
Yeah.
But like apparently like they've been asking talent to take pay cuts.
Yeah.
Mad people are leaving. I mean,
Well, I think the straw
they're
that
leaving.
broke the.
Kushida, Rhino, Trent Seven, their announcer Jade Chung.
Yeah.
There's rumors that everyone's pretty much sure that Jordan Grace and Joe Hendry, their contract's up in a few weeks.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
That
I
they're-
mean,
And
But
well,
that's what I thought WWE. My bad.
No,
That's what
that's
I
all
thought WWE's like whole plan with the TNA partnership was. Like, yo, like, come visit us, and then afterwards, like, see, it's better over here, right?
right? Yeah.
well, and I think
Yeah.
the straw that broke the camel's back, honestly, is them re-signing Tessa Blanchard and immediately, not only re-signing her, but immediately putting her on TV, immediately putting her in the world title picture.
Yeah.
And you hear vocally so many people
Other
in the back.
wrestlers.
I mean, there's obviously people like Moose that are defending her, but
She has, like,
there's a majority of
nuclear
wrestlers in the back that are just like, we don't want her in
And
the.
she's talented,
That's
She
Xbox
is,
heat right
but
there.
nobody
yeah.
wants to touch her.
That's X-Pac heat.
Yeah, she has go away heat with the boys. That's
Right, yeah.
never a good. You don't like. Yeah, you just don't want that.
No.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It's
If,
in
people don't,
podcasts.
if people don't want to
Yeah.
work with you, you're never gonna work. And it's just like for TNA to sign that, and then Jordan Grace has been vocally not wanting to work with her.
So apparently, like that's the program, and that Jordan's last kind of
Yeah.
program, and then she's like, "I'm out."
What a way to treat the biggest thing that your company's had, Jordan
Yeah.
Grace. The biggest thing that
She really
Joe
is.
Hendry and
Second-
Jordan Grace.
second biggest, yeah.
Joe Hendry, Jordan Grace are the biggest things that happened to TNA in the last since.
I think Joe
it's-
Hendry's going to land on his
heyday.
feet if he leaves here, because I don't know if you know this, but I think I've said it a few times, but I believe in Joe Hendry.
I believe in that
believe.
guy too.
Yeah, I think
Me
he could
too.
do
But
it.
he
think a
doesn't
lot of
believe in
people do.
TNA
I mean,
apparently.
London, Paris, Tokyo.
He's been, yeah, man, he's
Yeah,
all those
come on.
places. He's
Come on.
But yeah, it's pretty crazy that they would do that. Although she is talented, she's a phenomenal wrestler, Tessa Blanchard. She's great on the mic. There's no downside other than
The
nobody wants
human.
to work with her. Yeah.
yeah, other than the person that it's attached to.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is like she could be a completely different person right now, but just like the stuff that she did, it's just like a lot of people are just never gonna want to fuck with you forever. It's like the same thing with Hogan. It's like
Yeah.
people
I-
just don't want to fuck with you forever. And it's like
I'm telling
you can't
you.
blame them. Like
I
You gotta draw a line in
believe
the sand.
I believe when it comes to wrestling, I don't believe in no second chances. I'm done.
Woody's
Dude,
big on
it's
that.
You
such,
got
True.
no
You preach-
chance.
Do you understand? Like, it's such a privilege to be a professional wrestler, and there's so many amazing physical athletes down there that, with the right training and the right people behind them, can put on an amazing match. And when someone does it and has that chance, and then they mess up and lose it off their own words and their own actions, fuck them. Like you
Yeah.
lost it. You were at the point of everything you ever wanted, and you decided to go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
So you're done. Moving on. Let's give someone else a chance. Maybe it's someone that deserves it.
Well,
Yeah.
I especially when I think it comes to racism as an adult human. If you're racist past the point of 12, I feel
Yeah.
like
I'm gonna
it's
go.
just-
I'm gonna go on a stand here. SVW here, anti-racist.
I would say.
You guys,
for
I'm
sure.
gonna go ahead and I'm gonna speak out.
Well, I just feel like it's just like being
I
an
agree.
adult and saying anything like
There's
you know
just
what I mean,
certain-
to
right,
be
yeah,
mean.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Whatever,
And
man.
there's
Yes,
obviously a
yes,
difference in like comedic, like you know what I mean. But it's like you're being mean about being racist. Like that's as an adult, there's no. I believe in no second chances in that too. Like
Yeah.
Enter foot in mouth here.
I'm sorry, man. There's about 40 million people in the U.S. that you're gonna have a talk to.
That's
then.
true.
I mean, how much do
They
you
might
think? Like, do
disagree.
you think? I mean, AEW's not having the best of times. You know what I mean? Do you think there's some talent that you could pick up over there that could? Anybody over there you think could like? Help
Well, I'm
make a
excited.
difference?
I think
No, WWE is definitely gonna
Right.
snag some.
Impact
sucks.
is like a really like sweet old car right now, and they've been fixing up and driving, and it's been going great. But sooner or later, you're gonna have to take the tires off and pick that thing for parts.
Yeah.
And
that makes
I'm
me
excited
sad
to see.
because I mean I grew up on TNA. Like it debuted like 2000. Like so it was 6 years old by the time I was like starting to watch wrestling, and like that's when it started getting good. And
Bro, I used to love watching the X Division shit. That
It's
shit
the-
was the coolest shit to me because it was different.
you know what? It's always there was only a inkling of time where it was rivaling WWE's. You know what I mean? Like where it's like, oh, maybe this could be the it never did get to. It is. It was maybe it could. And so, but it's always just been a good place for wrestlers that either came from the top and need like to keep, you know what I mean, their momentum going, or people on their steps up to the top. You know what I mean? It's like
Right.
it's always been a
Yeah.
good environment for wrestling because it's not the top guy, but it is still televised. It's on TV. It's all, you know what I mean? Like you're gonna get those eyes, and
Bro, that was some of my favorite time is seeing Kurt Angle over
Oh,
there.
bro, that guy's
And I
incredible.
mean,
in
AJ
that.
Styles, you know what I mean?
And-
Sting's run over there.
and I
like-
mean, if you go over to the UK, Impact is giant over there, and it always has been. It's always been a bigger market, like kind of like AEW. If you go to the UK, like you'll find more people like that. You know what I mean? Like watch AEW in the UK. Like when it comes to wrestling fans, the percentages of people like whatever it is with the UK is like they like alternative wrestling, and Impact has always been that, and there always needs to be that kind of outlet for alternative
Right.
wrestling.
yeah, because they have that ability to have that in-ring work where they go the extra meter, the extra kilometer over there, which is great.
Yeah, true. I always do think about the like, you know, with Impact. As much as I want to be like WWE would never do this or never would like pick the scraps off of, you know, a skeleton, but like I feel like they probably at some point saw the writing on the wall. They were like, these people, Joe.
They were
Henry-
sampling the scraps while they were still alive.
That's what I'm saying. Like they were probably saw the writing on the wall. They were like, oh, let's strike up a little deal with these guys. We'll bring over Joe Hendry, Jordan Grace, whatever. You know, they're on their way out. Then we'll keep them too, and then whatever else falls by the wayside, we, you know, it's game on for whatever other companies.
Dude, they
but-
got some Moose is over
Yeah, they
there.
have
Josh
talent.
Moose the
Alexander,
Beast. No, he's done there though.
Trey Miguel. Like they got so much like talent over there. It's like I hope they find a good home.
totally.
Trey Miguel is one of those guys that you know is going to land on his feet because I've watched him
Land on his feet.
have,
See what you
yeah,
did
just
there?
have really good body control
Right, yeah.
from the top rope. So.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what you know. You don't want to think that about somebody, but at the end of the day, business.
Oh my
is
I wonder
God,
how
WWE
close to-
being a cutthroat business?
Right,
Oh, I
exactly.
would never.
Like-
I wonder how
couldn't
close
imagine.
like Jordan Grace and Joe Henry's contracts are because everything I read is like weeks.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm like,
know.
right.
You know, Netflix is about to come up.
My
Do-
guess
do we
is
see,
sometime
a debut
around
on
the new
Netflix?
year. I think at that point you just save him for Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally.
Or
Imagine Joe Henry's music hits for the Royal Rumble.
Oh, what's happening?
Impact,
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Impact
it's
could just
happening.
turn into the canceled wrestling federation. You could just throw everybody in there that like can't work anywhere else.
Are they bringing back Hogan?
Tessa? Yeah, Hogan's the general manager.
They play his
Moose
music.
is in there because I saw people throwing up things of his past.
Bishop is gonna run it.
Yeah,
Jericho's going to end up there probably eventually.
Who else can you throw in there? There's
Oh,
some
man,
people.
there's a long
Lesnar's the
list.
world champ.
Lars
Yeah.
Sullivan's gonna
Lars
end up over
Sullivan.
there.
They'll have like a banner of like people we couldn't sign because they passed away and have like Snuka and Benoit up there.
Yeah, like the Hall of Fame.
In their Hall of Fame.
Oh,
Oh my
fuck.
god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's.
Well,
we'll
finally,
see.
someone giving Velveteen Dream a second chance.
Oh,
There.
yeah,
Oh,
bro.
man.
He's gonna have a crazy world
All
heavyweight
right,
championship.
all
Him
run.
right.
and EC3, right?
Did you just say he's gonna have a crazy run?
Yeah, he's gonna have a crazy world championship. He's gonna finally get the big one. But then if Lesnar's there, you know how he is with black world champions.
All right. Oh my god.
January 6th.
Yeah, January 6th. Speaking of,
Speaking of
January
canceled,
January 6th. Yes, January 6th.
2025.
WWE
Yeah,
is storming
2025.
Netflix.
Yeah, WWE Monday Night Raw is storming onto Netflix. And I guess they've confirmed CM Punk versus Seth. This is the first time CM Punk's going to wrestle on Raw in over 4,000 days.
I'm surprised. It can't just be this match. I thought this was being say this was like WrestleMania 41 kind of like thing, just because the genuine,
The real
heat
life
and
build
hate.
up, yeah.
Like,
I actually heard a good rumor, and I like it. It's a good little theory. This is the match. It's a one-off. It's a blow-off. It's a real, like, violent, and they kind of be like, and like, I don't ever want to be in the ring with this guy again.
Right.
I'm done. And then one of them wins the championship between now and Mania, and the other one becomes the contender. So instead of getting this, like, build-up feud, we get this, like, we hate each other. Even after this match, we hate each other, but we're like, fuck you. I'm going to a different show.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't want to see you. And then they're like forced to get back in the ring together because they're, okay, well, he has a championship, so I do want to get wrestle him one more time. And that's where you get this. You get a championship and the blood feud mixed together to kick off or end night one of Mania.
and I am seeing. I mean, who the fuck knows with these dirt sheets and like the
Oh, I love dirt
rumblings?
sheets.
You know what I mean? It's like, but I am seeing they're pushing for a world heavyweight championship match at WrestleMania 41 for CM Punk. That's all. I saw something.
Oh
about
yeah,
that. I mean, but that's interesting
because
because Gunther has it right now. So it's like, is that going to be the match? You know
Yeah,
what I
but
mean?
who knows
Maybe
what
not.
could
I
happen
mean, we
between
didn't get
now
that
and
CM Punk Gunther kind of ahead of that.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought. You know, I
Yeah.
assumed that would be like coming up here, maybe Rumble or something.
Right.
but, Yeah.
I mean,
who knows?
we're also getting Roman and Solo tribal rules.
Now there's going to be some.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's like no
What is
DQ.
it?
There's
match.
going to be some
Child
tomfoolery
combat.
there.
I feel
And
like
we
that
know
match.
The Rock's confirmed.
The Rock,
right?
yeah, The Rock
Yeah,
has to show
Cena.
up on.
I feel like that match could be an email. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. I think we could skip this.
Yeah, hey, this is who won. Okay, great.
This is
Right.
who won.
Let's just have their lawyers talk to each other. I'm sure there's some like legal reason that someone gets the, as Elliot Knight called it, the oofalafa.
the Ufala.
That's what LA Knight called it, right?
I really appreciate him for that.
Oh, that's awesome.
I saw
Oofalafa.
people like, that's insensitive. And they're
That
like,
seems
y'all want the
good.
Attitude Era back so bad, but y'all fight it every time it even inches
Yeah.
its way to our screens.
And then we got other rumor matches are apparently Rhea and Liv finally get the blow off.
Again. We finally get to have the blow off again.
So
Yeah.
that's kind of
And
what
then
my
Balor
question
and
is.
It's like Cena Rock, one time
Yeah,
only.
one-
And it happens
And we
the next
finally
year.
get that.
Once in
We
a
finally get
lifetime.
that bad blood match between Priest and Finn Balor, like they had at Bad Blood.
Yeah.
So that was kind of my question to you guys. Do you think that some of these like they're running back because it's going to be Netflix and they know that these are going to be big and it's going to
They
be
just need high profile.
More
Man.
That's what I'm
eyes
saying.
on-
Like I
yeah,
feel like
yeah.
this, CM Punk versus Seth, like you said, like doesn't need to happen. But because, like we talked about earlier, they're kind of treating this a little bit like
Oh, go
a
ahead.
PLE.
Absolutely throw in a legend or a celebrity to be a part of something like a special guest.
Jelly roll.
Or
Bring 'em
yeah,
back.
that's good. I said a legend and a celebrity.
Whoa.
Not jelly roll, not just
That's
like.
what you
Celebrity.
All
go
right,
to.
fine. Sorry.
Yeah, he's
sorry.
like he takes a lot of space in like the world, but not like just physically.
Okay, I'm
like
sorry.
not from
Dave
like
Bluntz
celebrity.
will be on January 6th. when
Dave
I
Bluntz
roll.
and
He
Big
would.
Daddy
They-
Mark.
Oxygen tank.
I heard they invited him, but he won't put down the cup.
He can't put down the cup in time to pick up the phone.
Yeah.
I mean, they could put a couch in the ring for him. They've done it before.
He
That's
is a
true.
couch in the ring. The human
As you
beanbag,
call
Dave
him,
Bluntz.
the human being.
The human being
Dave
back.
Bluntz and Big Daddy Mark confirmed for Raw January 6th.
I mean, we do.
They can't both fit in the door at the same time.
They're
though.
the
Like,
new-
We're in the IC final.
Oh yeah, that's true.
They
Yeah.
told it until we get that kind
That's
of.
exciting.
Can't wait
I
for,
do want
Can't
to
wait
see
for
that.
Natalia to get that belt.
My God, she's going online to be like, I deserve it, and you're like, you just because you're old and have been doing shitty work for a long time doesn't mean you deserve something.
Yo.
Like you got into the league from nepotism. You never really had the moveset
He
that
said the league.
the
Guys,
league.
I'm gonna
Yo,
spoil.
he got in the league.
I'm gonna
from
spoil
nepotism,
something for you.
just like Bronny.
Exactly. She's
I know
the
we talked about
Bronny.
the suplexies. We're doing hater of the year. It's going to be a category, and just so you know, Woody's definitely going to be on.
I'm trying to shore up my spot this
Yeah,
this
he's
week.
really-
He's trying.
He's really
solidifying
gone
his bid.
crazy. He's
He's-
putting in the last minute.
He's
last
putting
minute
in that work before we even make the announcement that
Yeah.
he's that we're.
Well, I will say I'm really excited to see who Charlotte screws out of their spot so she can win this
Boom.
belt.
There you go. He's
That's
got it.
the
Natalia.
most exciting
It's gonna be
thing.
Natalia.
It's like the Michael Jordan of hating.
There's
over
rumors of
there.
that, and then you think Penta shows up? I mean,
Natalia versus.
I know like he was signed, he's not signed, he's still with AEW, he's actually released now. Apparently, who the fuck knows?
Another one of those where I'm
But
like,
that zero with the
Yeah.
slash,
Who
I
else
mean,
can it be? Yeah.
Zero miedo. Like,
says a lot. It says a lot.
It could be who was the
He
Sub
goes in
Zero
there, he
Glacier?
beats
It could be
with
Glacier.
Glacier. It's Glacier.
Glacier comes back.
But I'm
Oh, God,
excited
is that
about that.
Glacier's music?
I don't think Pinta's a J6er for this one. I think that's what we're calling him, right? Everyone's going to be on the show.
Anybody who's going to be on this
Hogan
January 6th.
returns.
I think he's a Royal Rumble guy as well, or
it feels
or
like that'd
a
be
just
sick,
like
yeah.
random Raw to Papa SmackDown.
Nah,
Maybe
I think
SmackDown.
I think he's gonna show up.
SmackDown's going to need some help.
Yo, he seems like a SmackDown
Yeah.
guy.
He does. He feels like a great Smack. He could be a champion on SmackDown. I think
Speed.
I think you
Speed
need
champion.
like to announce something before Netflix.
Yeah.
And it needs to be celebrity.
No,
And
you're
'cause
totally
they
right
want
about
they
that.
want millions of people to be tuned in to see like see what it's like on Netflix now. But once again, no titles will change hands. Nothing will happen. It'll be like Saturday Night Main Event. It'll just be like they build it up like it's a big deal, but it's
Just let us
not.
down.
Well, yeah, they're gonna get all
And
the
hater of the
viewers
year
in.
goes to
Yeah, you know.
I'm just.
Yeah, we
I'm,
can announce the winner right now if
Of
you
the
guys want.
can I tell you?
Podcast.
I'm preparing my speech, and it's not going well for you three.
Well, I'll be
I'd like to
expecting-
Listen, bro.
None
There's
of you
still
fuckers.
still a week or so away. You know, the other candidates could really get some hating in.
Those
so you
dudes
never know.
suck.
Oh, well,
There you go. You heard it here first.
Speaking of the suplexes,
Yeah.
we're gonna wrangle or rile, whatever the term would be.
Rattle.
Off the rattle
gonna
off.
rattle off.
That's the word I was looking
we're not
for.
gonna
Like the rattlesnake. Happy birthday, Stone Cold.
we're not
It
gonna
was
talk your
yesterday.
ear off. We're not gonna give
Yesterday,
you.
18th. What's today?
The 19th. It's Thursday the 19th.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Happy
Heavy
belated
belated
birthday.
You,
birthday.
you-
Stone
man, you were so
Cold.
tough with this kayfabe date.
What do you mean kayfabe day, bro?
Yeah.
We're recording it right now.
As soon as it's
Exactly.
recorded, he just uploads it. He doesn't have to edit it or anything.
Nope.
This is
Yeah.
live.
Yeah, live.
Do it
Live from 628 South Street.
Yeah.
It's
the
Suplexes.
SVW Podcast.
Yeah, it's the Suplexes. So we're gonna run through the categories here. We're gonna post up some votes, some polls for you guys on our Instagram. You guys can all vote on that stuff. And we're gonna get into that now.
Yeah, we're trying to put out something there to kind of get a little like. We want you guys to be involved in this too. Obviously, I could sit here and tell you who I think the feud of the year is, and you know, and I will. I'll tell you guys next week. And if you vote the other direction, I'll tell you why you were wrong. And that's fine. That's the discourse that we
It's a
love.
give and take.
Yeah, it's what we do around here. But we're gonna have a few things here. We want to talk feud of the year. We're gonna put a
Yes.
poll out there. You know, obviously some big ones. This was a year full of hate, which was just marvelous and wonderful.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be talking about
But hater of the year.
Hater of
Speaking
the
of
year.
hate.
Hater of the year.
you know, let's just keep the hate rolling. That's what wrestling's all about here. We're also want to talk about the wrestlers of the year, both male and female. So we're gonna put up some nominees for you guys to vote. I know some people might want to write their own in. You could do that, but just like writing a name in any real voting thing, it doesn't matter. You're,
Like
you're just doing it for yourself.
Yeah,
I remember
you
the
know
one
what?
year
Don't do it.
when they were like the president, people were writing in. What was the gorilla that got
Harambe.
Harambe.
People were writing in Harambe.
And D's nuts. Don't forget about D's nuts.
How could
Yeah.
you forget? He was polling for a while too.
He was polling.
He was like at 1% or something. He
So
was-
what else we got? What other categories?
We got the signing of the year. We got breakout star, which we're still trying to get that down to only 4 nominees.
It's
'cause
hard. It's a good year
hard.
for new
That's
wrestlers.
good, yeah.
People
really
broke the
good
fuck
year.
out
Yeah,
this year. Yeah. We got that heel heat award for the people that we just love to hate. I unfortunately am not allowed to be on that list
Ugh.
because I didn't wrestle any official matches this year.
And we don't love
Speaking
the hate
of heel
Woody. We
heat.
love Woody.
Side note: I thought it was hilarious the other day that Rey Mysterio kicked out the New Day out of the locker room and like told them like they got like change in the bathroom. Like, nah, bro. Like, what you did was fucked up. Get the fuck out of here. I was like, yo, that's like young bullshit. Like when you first get signed and you like disrespect like The Rock or like Hogan, and they're just like,
Or you eat fried chicken over Chris Benoit's bag.
Right,
That's
right.
true.
You know what I
Miz,
mean? Like,
I'm
yeah.
looking at you.
Yeah, he's
I just thought
lucky.
that was
He's
hilarious.
lucky. All he got to do was get kicked out of the locker room.
That was that heel heat.
Could have gone a lot worse for him and Maurice.
And then match of the year.
And then, of course, we're going to talk match of the
Of
year.
course, we're going to talk match of the year. And you know what, guys? I think also for this week, match of the year is going to be our question of the week as well. We'll put that.
I think that's
Okay.
good.
I think
That's a
good
solid
one.
one
I think
because
that's a good-
Yeah.
honestly,
Yeah.
that really is what it kind of comes down to is like what will you, and this could be there's a lot of things to it. It's not just like best work rate because we're not going to put like Beast Mortos versus like Commander, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because obviously that just mind blowing stuff. But we want to talk about like it really what it mattered because a match means nothing unless it matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it really has to like be for something, or there's got to be like a reason was built up to it. And that I think you
work
go,
rate.
you might find that some of the match of the years go lockstep with a lot of the feuds of the years
Yeah.
because that kind of is what leads to these amazing
Totally.
moments that we
and
have.
and yeah, we're gonna give our nominees, but of course we want to know what you guys think too. So as usual for our question of the week, comment, send a DM, send a video of yourself saying your favorite match of the year. Come in talk to us. We'll get you on video saying it, all that stuff. But yeah, that's our question of the week. What is your match of the year? So
And if right now you're like listening, you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna send him a DM of like this just about like all the other categories. Just wait, we're gonna put up polls.
yeah,
We're
we're
gonna
gonna
put a
have
poll,
polls
hold
on
it.
our story, but
Just be
that
this is the week. Make sure you guys are paying attention this week. On top of like the fun sales we're doing and all the cool shit we're doing for the holiday and Sandman holiday party,
So
we're
pay-
also doing this.
Pay attention and hop on the polls like Roman's mom.
Yeah,
Yo.
Yeah.
Yo.
No,
Put
I'm just
those-
joking.
put
She's a
those,
really nice lady.
she's a wonderful
She's
woman.
a wonderful lady.
Yeah,
But
throw those-
it's Roman's fault that. we
Yeah,
wanna
yeah.
make fun of
And
her.
if you're worried about missing those, throw those post notifications on because we always got some cool stuff going on.
Yeah.
Our,
Oh,
you know, how do you
on
do
Instagram.
that? I was trying to figure it out.
Top, it's like the top of the page.
Yeah, there's
right,
like the
three
three
dots.
little
right,
dots.
yeah.
Three dots, and then you do the 3 dots, and there's like a.
And then it's like turn post
Notification.
notification. It's like a little bell. Bing.
Okay.
And then hey, whenever we post, you'll be the
know.
first one to
Yeah.
know.
Listen, man, if they can explain, so I can do it.
You can.
Gunky's
Then you
gonna
guys can
explain
handle it. Yeah.
Yeah,
If Gunky can talk it and say it and it makes sense, you're like, shit, it must not be that hard.
Yeah. Well, I mean, having it be the question of the week. Do you guys want to talk a little bit about some of our matches of the year?
Oh shit! Do you want to talk about match of the year? I mean, there's a lot of really good options there. I know.
Osprey Danielson. That was insane.
I mean, Osprey Kyle Fletcher was.
That
was
was
insane.
off rip.
Yeah.
That was my number
thing.
one.
You want to talk about just work rate, in ring stuff? Holy shit! Did those guys? And I don't even think they went all out.
Yeah.
Like they could go more. I think that you might have like a Hangman Swerve
Yeah.
match that you put in there.
Definitely.
Probably that last one.
Yeah.
That was pretty insane. I mean, if we're gonna talk about insane matches like that and feuds and stories, gotta talk Punk McIntyre,
versus-
Yes,
Hell in a
I was
Cell.
gonna say
Oh my
that as
God.
well.
Yeah, I mean,
the baddest blood.
it makes sense. You got to bring up one of Punk's matches out of like the 4 that you had all year.
But to be real, I haven't
Put
seen
in that extra work.
Yeah,
Charlie. He's
blood
really
wasn't
going for
the,
that award.
4 quarters
He's
match.
really going for that award, guys.
But I haven't seen an online response to a match like that in a very long time.
Oh, the IWC was crazy.
going
for that one.
after that Hell in a Cell match. So I mean, I think that's got to say something. But there's a lot. I mean, this is a good year for matches. I mean, you could even say Cody, Roman, WrestleMania.
WrestleMania
That was an
40.
insane match.
I mean, you
we
got-
were there
you got-
live.
You
I
got
was there.
you got
was.
Cena in that match. You got
Taker at Mania.
Rock.
Taker at Mania, that was awesome.
it's-
Avengers Assemble.
It felt like a moment in time. Like when you were watching, it was a special moment to be at. And
Yeah.
I'm pumped that I
That
was there.
confusing
Yeah.
Shield spot.
Dean
like,
Ambrose in
Moxley.
Japan being like, "What?"
Yeah. Hearing the Shield music and then be like, and then Seth
Just
just
Seth.
came back out in a different outfit.
Well, like everyone was like talking about like why wasn't John Moxley there, and you were like John Moxley wasn't even in the Shield. Like we're still looking for Dean Ambrose.
Right.
We haven't seen where that guy went.
That's true.
Who knows? He could have been there.
I mean, look, if we're going to talk match of the year, we have to bring up, of course, Big AJ versus QT Marshall.
Boom.
Am I wrong?
Boom.
Yes.
Zach gets 5 big booms.
Good, we can
Yeah,
move-
am I wrong? Yes.
Yeah, we can move on.
No,
I
well,
mean, speaking of AJ, I mean, apparently
Yeah.
now he's beefing with MJF.
yeah. So
Boca Raton.
yeah,
And
that's
Boca
Raton Championship Wrestling. If we're not,
Isn't
I was,
Boca Raton where all the old people go to retire?
BRCW.
I was saying
I'm moving down to Boca.
if we can't make sure we save some time to talk about the BRCW.
BRC.
What are we? We're not doing our
BRC
jobs
dub.
here, right, guys? What are we
You should
even
meet my
doing?
granddaughter.
Who's the world heavyweight champion of Boca Raton Championship Wrestling?
I assume it's a big name that we're all going to
Roman's
recognize.
pulling it up. I love the color
instantaneous.
scheme. First off,
I mean-
for those listening to the audio, Roman has the.
Is it Madman Fulton?
Oh my God,
Who's on there?
it looks like it. Moose is in Boca Raton Championship Wrestling.
I don't think he's signed, guys.
Ricky
Spoiler
Morton.
alert.
Ricky Morton. Steve Macklin.
They got Cha Cha Charlie.
Cha-Cha Charlie.
Oh, there's Eddie Guerrero's daughter.
Yeah.
Who else
What's
up
her name?
there?
This is wild. Gangrel.
Brutus the Barber.
Brutus the
Breeze?
Barber Beefcake is in Boca Raton
That
Championship
photo
Wrestling.
is like 20 years old that they have on here.
Neil the Heel.
Neil the Heel.
Oh, it looks like Neil the Heel is in fact a champion. He has the belt.
Is that the world heavyweight champion? Neil the
Kerry
Heel?
Morton. Is that Ricky Morton's kid, right?
Yeah, he's Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Guys,
Oh.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan is in
Steph
Boca Raton.
DeLander.
Oh,
Harley
yeah.
Cameron.
Steph DeLander's got
Deanna-
a
Deanna
breast reduction,
Purrazzo.
look like.
Mouth of the South.
Luigi Primo.
They got
He
Mouth
just
of the
killed
South.
that CEO.
Leva Bates. Jake the Snake.
Wait, what the fuck? Why is Frankie Kazarian?
Bobby Fish.
QT Marshall.
Matt Riddle.
Yo,
All
he has the Ula Fala.
Rich-
That's the real
Rich
tribal
Swan
chief
all
right
night
there,
long.
Lloyd.
Lloyd Anoa'i.
Man, you want to sound like a fake ass Samoan? Lloyd Anoa'i. What the fuck is that? Lloyd. Classic Samoan name. Dude just bought some peppers and some thread. I was like, I am now a tribal chief. All hail Lloyd.
He got the peppers from Luigi Primo.
Oh my god. Holy
Luigi, you got some extra peppers over there for a spicy necklace?
Oh my god. Holy shit.
Cruising for a bruising after party.
Jesus.
I think what Roman wanted to talk about was, for some reason, I'm assuming they had pictures of him and were going to blackmail him, but MJF wrestled with the BRCW down there against QT Marshall, which does make sense that he's wrestling down there. He feels very valid, and you could tell that it was a hell of a match because it was in like a 16 by 16 ring.
Yeah.
Looked like it was like the same one that can like fit in the back of a pickup truck.
Wait, like
You know what?
And
you're
of course-
really going for that award.
And then they went for the finisher. I believe the finisher of that match was a suplex. So it was really just a hell of a match.
oh yeah, I did see that. The finish was a suplex. I was like, was that MJF's finish now?
MJF's
fuck
is
is
like
going
he's not wasting his
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. What the fuck is MJF even doing on this?
Moving on.
Well, look, I mean, but here's the thing. Big Boom AJ got involved and came face to face with MJF. So,
Which is weird because he helped MJF. He interrupted the match.
Right, he's beefing with QT, right?
Yeah, QT was going to try to do some nefarious shit, and
Doom.
then, of course, Big AJ, who's I believe he fights for Big Justice, and Big Truth,
yeah,
and Big Liberty, for all
yeah.
that are big. Yeah, he got involved here, and and then MJF, you know,
All I need to know was the Rizzler there.
no,
I don't think so.
Not worth it.
No? Oh,
No
and
Rizzler.
Big AJ didn't get the pop of the night. The Rizzler got the pop of the night.
Yeah,
So
when we saw him, the Rizzler.
let's put the real heroes up here next time.
Yeah.
Which is just a fat kid.
All right.
Speaking of fat kids, the War Raiders.
Yeah. Next up in our quick
Two
hits.
fat kids grown up, done right.
That's how
War
you
Raiders.
do it.
Yeah, the War Raiders beat the Judgment Day for the tag team titles.
Good for them. They
Yeah, for
fucking
real.
deserve it.
I know that I've been real negative on this podcast, guys, but I fucking loved this.
There you go.
This was one of those
I know
things
you
where
did.
like these guys are amazing in ring. Look at some of their matches in NXT. They put on like their matches against like Malachi Black and Ricochet.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit, they were so good. And they're big men that can move. They can do everything in the ring.
First time I saw him do a cartwheel and like the split, I was like, "What the hell?" That's moonsault.
They can really move.
They both got some really nasty injuries.
Yo.
They went away for a while, and we repackaged them back in the original packaging of War Raiders, and not the Viking experience. They don't have like
Not the Disney ride.
They don't have Vince to be like, I like Vikings.
Yeah.
And that's all the reason he put them as Vikings. It's because he likes Vikings.
Hasn't that always just been their gimmick anyway, though?
Not Vikings, though.
Well, I mean, that's what they fucking are. They're
the
Nordic
War
as fuck.
Raiders.
Yeah, but now you're just thinking about that because they used to be Vikings.
But even when they weren't the Viking Raiders, I was like, oh, these guys are Vikings.
I mean, just because you're Nordic and you like are
And you
big
and you have a beard and
make
you wear a
Vikings.
kilt doesn't
And you
make
wear
you a Viking.
You wear
I beg to differ.
Not a
I
kilt.
think you
wear
gotta do a
animal
little
pelts.
research
Yeah,
on Vikings.
animal pelts. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh, animal
And you got
pelts. Oh, actually, I'm
you got a
kind of
hat
siding
with
with
horns on it.
Maybe I'm siding with Gunky on
Vikings
this
didn't
one,
wear the
actually.
hats with horns. They
And
already.
Not in every depiction of Vikings I've ever seen. So.
Oh yeah, it's just because everything's wrong makes you right.
Have you
sure.
ever read Hagar the Horrible? Come
Yeah,
on, bro.
and
I guarantee the War Raiders celebrate Leif
And
Erikson
Columbus
Day.
found
There's no way
America.
they don't.
All the books said Columbus found America, right?
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what they
it was
said.
the War Raiders, actually.
It was the war.
Realistically, yes.
It actually was Vikings that found
Yeah,
it.
exactly. So Gunky, you're not far off. But
It
yeah,
was Ivar. And
We're
Eric.
the first foreign people to come to America. That's
huge
just pretty
congrats
good.
to them.
Keep
That
this-
that was awesome.
Awesome. And like Judgment Day didn't need it. We're finding a way to try to break them up. They're putting discourse in their shit. It's-
Yeah.
Like shitting
it's
the bed
good.
with the belts. Like,
Well,
what
they
the
weren't
fuck did
wrestling.
They do with it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
They were doing what Triple H said, which is win the belt and then not wrestle for a while.
I think it's cool that JD and Finn got a little reign though, because I mean JD's kind of Finn's like and Finn is JD's
Protege.
mentor. Yeah, exactly, protege, mentor, and they got to hold the belts together.
Yeah.
So like always JD can be like, yo, I got the you know
Yeah,
what I mean,
that's
do this
huge.
with my guy who trained me and like.
So
brought
that
me
gave
up.
him an even bigger head.
Ah.
Right, exactly. Exactly. And finally, before we get out of here, Logan Paul retiring? Question mark.
Now
Because
I
he's
know.
a dad, man. Dads can't wrestle, right?
That's what I heard.
I heard as soon as you become a dad, you retire.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think this is real. Even though I think a lot of people would hope it was real. I believe what I'm hearing is that has a fight plan with Conor McGregor in India for like an insane amount of money.
Oh,
He's
bro.
booked to appear at Netflix January 6th. He's a J6er.
Probably doing. I mean, I do believe he's a J6er, but I think he would just probably be announcing his retirement. He has to stay away from wrestling because he can't get injured and beat this and like lose this multi-million-dollar contract he has
Yeah,
for this
with
fight. He's like,
Conor.
there's no amount of wrestling that's that important to
Bro.
like lose out on like a couple $100 million.
You know what I'm hoping happens? I'm hoping he gets in Connor's ear and is like, yo, listen, your UFC days are done. You're getting a lot of trouble right now. Come to the WWE and stop fucking around because you're just getting drunk and like getting in trouble.
So it's gonna
come,
be like
come make some money.
He's gonna
You know
be
what I
Prime, and what's his liquor?
Oh my
Proper
God.
number 12.
Proper
on the
number
jet.
12. It's
Proper
together.
number 12. They're gonna come up with
The
a
new
drink.
signature cocktail of the
Prime
WWE.
proper number
Primer
12.
number 12.
Connor.
Tastes like primer.
Connor,
So
Stop.
Proper Prime.
Connor was getting drunk at the fucking Dave and Buster's down on fucking like, bro. Stop fucking around. Get in the WWE. Make some fucking money.
They already
You've
have a
been
liquor
Yeah,
That's
because he
what
can
I'm
act.
saying.
That movie freaking.
He can
let's not
act.
go that
He
far.
made-
He
he
was
can
in a
act.
movie.
He was just
awesome
himself
in that
in a
movie.
movie.
Technically, he was in a movie.
What was it? The
Roadhouse,
remake of,
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Which
Yeah, he was awesome in that
which he
shit.
just played himself, which is even more so. It's
Right.
like, dude, you don't have to act. You just come in here and just be yourself, and then just like,
At first, I was
Well,
like,
I think he'll
"Who
be on
is
the-
this guy?"
I think
I'm
he'll
like,
be
"Oh,
on
this
the
is Conor
canceled
McGregor."
wrestlers
over to
Hall of Fame
TNA.
soon enough. Yeah, down at TNA.
And they have a liquor sponsor already. It's Wheatley. It's so good you drink it neatly. I don't know if you ever heard the jingle, but it's
So
pretty
good, I drink and
that's
drink
Cody's.
beer.
I'm a dumbass and I really don't drink or go to bars like that. So I thought that was literally Cody's brand.
It is Cody. Cody is one of the people. He's one of the
No,
people.
he's a sponsor of it. I thought he created the.
No,
He's
it's-
also a
sponsor.
sponsor
Also,
of
guess
Prime.
what? Connor didn't create. What
Proper
happens
number
is these
12.
liquor companies say like, "Do you want to buy in and be
Are
part
we
owner?"
really
of
having
this?
explained
The Rock
endorsement
have-
deals to this kid?
Yeah,
on
Rock
this
has-
it's
podcast?
what the Rock Terramana.
Yeah, do you
it's
think
what
The Rock
George
was like
Clooney-
in the lab?
It's what
cooking
Ryan
up-
Reynolds-
I think this needs a little more agave.
Wait,
Like,
wait,
ooh.
wait. You're telling me that
It's a
The
work.
Rock didn't make Terramana?
It's a work.
It's
all
a work,
kayfabe, man.
brother.
Okay, bro.
Yeah.
Turn this into a work, brother.
I need a moment.
I do
my
think- I
my
think-
entire reality is crumbling before
I
my
think
very
Logan
Loki's
eyes.
about
Paul-
to shoot on Terramana.
Logan Paul fighting Conor McGregor in India, and having their second match be in WWE is a great idea, though. And
That'd be awesome.
also, it should be in Saudi Arabia. Why
And if
not?
anybody will put it together,
Why not?
It's
TKO.
perfect for the Saudiverse.
This is perfect for
It's
the
a perfect
Saudiverse.
Saudiverse
TKO,
match.
baby, TKO.
We very rarely say that, but this is a perfect Saudiverse match.
This is a match made in the Sultan's mind. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sheikh Muhammad's like, I need this.
Right. Well, guys, unfortunately, it's time for us to go.
Oh, damn.
But
My least favorite time of the day.
before we do, of course, as always, tap in on Instagram, svw.worldwide. Tap in our website, suplexsvw.com. TikTok, svw.worldwide. Don't forget to follow our Orlando store, svw.orlando. Don't forget to listen to Grappling with the Gilmans. Watch the Hardcore Happy Hour.
Them kids is funny.
They're incredible. They're geniuses. Watch our Happy Hour. Watch Suplex and Chill. Watch Mystery Violence Theater.
And if you're hardcore, December 21st,
Yeah.
628 South Street.
2 days, guys. 2 days away.
Meet the extreme icon himself.
The
Get
icon.
hit with a
Drink some beers
kendo
with him.
stick.
The
Drink a
man
beer.
himself.
Smoke some cigarettes outside. I don't even smoke cigarettes. I'll smoke a cigarette with you guys outside.
Oh, he's gonna do cigs.
We're going to
Yeah.
do cigs.
We're gonna
Like
do
Woody in
cigs.
Florida.
Like,
Like
what is
Fla-
Florida?
The only time I'll smoke a cigs in Florida. Smoke a cig and beat up an alligator.
With
True.
That's what I
that,
do.
With that, I think it's time for us to get out of here.
We're
Guys, got
out.
anything else?
The 3 buttons on the thing.
Yeah,
and then,
post
and then you
notifications.
scroll down and there's a post,
Top right,
post
bell.
notification.
little bell. Ding dong.
3 dots,
Oh, yeah.
bell.
Ding
And
dong.
make sure-
Hello.
Click
yeah,
the
send
bell.
us your replies for our question of the week this week. What is your match of the year? And we'll get those polls out soon, and we can start voting on these categories because it's going to be a tight race. Not for hater of the year.
Because
That
new
one is
day
pretty
rocks.
much tied up.
New.
New
Day
rock.
sucks.
Thank you so much.
New. Day sucks.
Oh man, dude, I was.
You don't get a
listening-
second chance.
Yeah,
You know,
shout
no
out
second
to
chances.
shout out to Lloyd out of Hawaii.
Last week,
He's my true tribal chief is Lloyd.
I acknowledge
Acknowledge
Lloyd.
Lloyd.
Lloyd, come on the pod. We'd love to have you.
I hit him up, see if we get an interview.
Indie
Yeah,
Spotlight
anyone,
of the
honestly,
week,
anyone
Lloyd.
from Boca Raton Championship Wrestling, we'd love to have you on the pod. Thank you so much. We out.
Cheeseburger.